Attention loyal and passionate Cleveland Browns fans. A true storm is shaking up the AFC North, and what's happening right now could completely change the Browns' ambitions for a Super Bowl run. We're witnessing a monumental power shift, one that could leave one of our fiercest rivals stumbling for years. And you're hearing it here first. Before we dive deep, if you're part of the Dog Pound, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join this growing brotherhood. Let's push together to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Share this news with other fans and let the Browns' voice echo across the entire NFL. Now, buckle up, Browns Nation. What's happening in Cleveland goes far beyond a simple quarterback battle. We're talking about a scenario filled with tension, puzzling silence, and at the same time, the unexpected rise of a new protagonist. In recent days, Shedeur Sanders' name has returned to the spotlight, but not for the reasons many expected. During a press conference, Sanders simply chose not to speak. Yes, you heard that right. He moved his lips, made gestures as if he were responding, but not a single word came out. An enigmatic, almost theatrical act that caught both reporters and fans off guard. And here comes the big question. What does this silence mean? Some believe it was a silent protest, a way of showing frustration with the criticism that's been aimed at him. After all, big names like former coach Rex Ryan had already questioned his attitude and his ability to lead an NFL locker room. Others, however, see it as a worrying sign of frustration and even emotional instability under pressure. Meanwhile, on the other side of the story, Dillon Gabriel is beginning to gain ground. The young quarterback, recently drafted ahead of Sanders, had already been getting opportunities in tough game situations. And now, almost inevitably, he has been named the starter. Gabriel was asked about Sanders' silent mime moment. His answer stood out. "For me, we're a team. We do this as a unit. We can only control what's within our reach, but I don't want to speak on behalf of anyone in particular." In other words, total caution. Gabriel didn't want to fuel the fire, but he made it clear that the Browns need to move forward as a collective, and that's exactly where the speculation begins. Was Sanders' silence just a momentary reaction to criticism? Or is it already the sign of a deeper rift between him and the Browns? What we do know is that the NFL doesn't forgive. In a league where every week shapes narratives and every performance is judged to the extreme, gestures like this can carry massive consequences. For some, Sanders showed weakness. For others, he showed personality, a bold way to challenge the media and even the system itself. But the reality is that Dillon Gabriel is becoming more and more solidified as the franchise's natural choice. And if he truly delivers on the field, Sanders may find himself left behind far sooner than he ever imagined. Now think about it. The Browns have spent decades trying to find stability at the quarterback position. And just when it seems Shedeur might be that future name, a rookie steps in, takes the job, and at the same time, the former candidate sparks one of the strangest episodes ever seen in an NFL press conference. Is this just coincidence? Or are we witnessing right before our eyes the premature end of the Sanders era in Cleveland before it even really begins? Fans are already divided on social media. Some defend Shedeur, saying he was only reacting to unfair media pressure. Others, more critical, claim that a quarterback who can't face questions isn't ready to be the face of a franchise. And here's the crucial point. Leadership in the NFL isn't proven just by your arm, but also by your composure, your mindset, and your ability to weather the storm. Will Sanders get a chance to respond? Yes, but maybe not with words, with play on the field. The irony, though, is that he may not even get the snaps to prove himself anymore. Gabriel has taken command, and if he delivers, Sanders' path in Cleveland could become irreversibly complicated. We're facing a moment that could define not just the Browns' season, but also the futures of two quarterbacks with completely different stories. One, Gabriel, the rookie determined to seize his opportunity. The other, Sanders, the talent surrounded by expectations but now cornered by his own actions and the weight of criticism. And you, fan, how do you interpret this silence? Was it a smart act of protest, a mistaken judgment, or the sign of something bigger, maybe even a possible exit from Cleveland down the road? One thing's for sure. The next chapters of this saga in Cleveland promise to be even more intense, and we'll be here to cover every detail. Because at the end of the day, what's really at stake isn't just who's throwing the ball, but who will carry the weight of being the face of a franchise that desperately dreams of glory days.